guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 20 updates and spoilers. Our house guests of the day, Christopher Palmer, Jomer Miriales, K-Nip's ex, Mark Armstrong, and Yazir Bakir. How many people's names did I mess up? Woo! So, I apologize if I did. I'm so sorry, but thank you guys so much for the support. We really, really appreciate it and couldn't do this without you. And if you guys want to be house guests of the day, we've got 1 day left. Let's pull out some 1 day more from Les Mis. No? Okay. But yeah, it's really exciting. We're 1 day away from the finale. But first, yesterday was tie-dye Monday. Let's try that again. Tie-dye Monday. So they made all their tie-dye stuff on Sunday, but what's wrong with me? Yesterday was the day that they wore it. They were all wearing their scary shirts and bandanas that looked like they had some like blood splatters on them. Can we like send them to tie-dye school after this? I was just shook when I was reading all your comments. You're like, I've never tie-dyed before. We need to do like a group tie-dye session, like live stream tie-dye tutorial. We need to set that up at some point. Okay, so just a reminder, if you guys haven't been watching the last few days, Tyler and Casey are going to be facing off live in part 3 of the final HOH competition. So JC has to rely on someone else to take him to the final 2, and they won't. Tyler and Casey are 2 of the most like loyal people that we've seen in a long time, at least to each other. That's not going to change. They're not going to change at the last second and take JC. I just don't see it happening. But because they're just waiting on this last competition, there hasn't been that much going on in the house. Just like hanging out and stuff. JC is only really working on Tyler at this point because he feels like Casey would definitely choose Tyler. Yup. And he keeps telling Tyler that Casey knows that she can win over you, and it's true. I honestly don't know. At first I was thinking it was going to be a blowout for Casey to beat Tyler, but now I don't know. I think it's going to be really close, and it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. It's also really interesting how so many people are like, oh my god, Tyler's played the best game we've ever seen, but there's like this question of, can he win? I don't know. So he's just trying to put that in Tyler's head, like, Casey's gonna beat you, so that if Tyler does win the final HOH, he'll bring JC. But again, I don't see it happening. So JC says he's really nervous, he can't sleep at night, he's still blaming this on production, like, how could they make the second competition physical? That's not fair. And Tyler's like, you know what? You can't worry about things that you can't control. It will drive you insane. And I think that's great advice for life, even outside of Big Brother. So then he says, they agree. If Casey wins HOH, they will vote for each other in the final 2. And Tyler knows that he can promise that because there's no way that Casey's going to pick JC. And he wants to lock down that vote from JC. So then JC's pumping Tyler up for the comp. He's like, you can win this. Casey's not good at memory stuff. Because everybody's assuming that the final part will be complete these sentences from the jurors, which is such a crapshoot. It really, I don't feel like that's a skill thing. But anyway, JC tells Tyler, he kind of gives him an out here. He's like, I don't want to be blindsided at all. You know, I don't want to be sitting on that couch with you crying and evicting me. I'm not going to be mad. You know, if you change your mind, just tell me ahead of time so I know. He says he'll be a big boy about it. But Tyler doesn't say anything. Oh my god. Just tell him ahead of time. What are you doing? Excuse me, miss. That's really loud. My head is ringing right now. So JC's giving him this chance to say, I'm not going to the end with you. But Tyler is not taking it. I think that's a big mistake because I could see JC being really bitter about it. I'm sure over time it would be fine, but because JC would be getting cut, and then it's like almost time to vote, he might not vote for Tyler in the end. I don't know. I just think it's a huge mistake that Tyler's not telling him. So that maybe he's hoping that Casey's going to win the final HOH and it's not going to be his decision. But that's not going to look good for Tyler because that's like a huge thing on your resume to be able to say, I won the last HOH comp to get here. So anyway, later, Tyler and Casey reaffirm their loyalty to each other. They are going to the end together. Neither of them are going to choose JC. And Tyler feels really bad about it because he does have this close friendship with JC. He knows that JC is under the impression that the two of them have been working together this whole time, like exclusively. And he feels bad that it's going to be such a shock to JC. Maybe you should tell him ahead of time. Just a thought. But he says JC doesn't even know about level 6. Obviously, he also doesn't know about Tyler and Casey's final 2 deal. And Casey's telling him that everything is going to be alright. It's just a game. He'll understand it and respect it. Will he? I'm sure Casey's thinking in the back of her mind, like, whoa, if JC is pissed at Tyler, that could be another vote for me. So it's only good for her. So then Tyler says, I feel really bad about JC, but he says he could not live with himself if he didn't pick Casey, and he screwed her over at Final 3. So I don't see him picking JC. Alright, so then the house guests went to bed early last night, but they've all had issues sleeping the last few nights because they're all anxious about what's going to happen. And Tyler got up around 1:20 a.m. and talked to the cameras / himself in the lounge room. So he's like, I can't sleep. I'm so nervous. I'm worried. He says he's worried about Angela. And he can't talk about this with JC or Casey because he doesn't want to screw up his game. So he says, I genuinely love that girl, and I hope I didn't F it up. And he also hopes he didn't F up his game, too. He's like, how much would that suck if I not only lose the game, but I lose the girl, too? He's worried that Angela's going to be pissed that he didn't tell her about his final 2 with Casey or the Power app. He told her all this in his freaking goodbye message. She's probably upset, real talk, but I think she's going to get over it. I think when they have time to talk without cameras, it's going to be okay. But he's really freaking out right now. And he says, my friends told me not to throw away $500,000 for a girl, but now all he can think about is that girl. Wow, oh my god, he really likes her. So he's freaking out too because JC is telling him like every 5 minutes that Angela is probably never going to talk to Tyler again after this. Now keep in mind that JC does not know the extent of Tyler and Angela's relationship. He doesn't realize it's gotten pretty deep. But Tyler says he keeps doubting himself because of what JC is saying, and now Angela's not there to give him that reassurance, so he says JC's probably right. Oh, so then he's like, Angela is, what's that called? A fitness model. She's a successful businesswoman. What do I have to offer? I'm a lifeguard. That is so sad. I hate that, like, people put so much behind their, like, professions. You know what I mean? Like, you're more than what you do for a living. But anyway, he says he really loves that girl, and he's never felt like this about anyone before, so he's just really hoping he didn't mess it up. I have to say, this was heartbreaking to watch. It was really, really sad. And again, I think they'll be okay, but damn. So today, Casey did some origami. That's nice. They're just really excited that the finale's tomorrow. They have a lot to do today to get ready for it. They have to pack, they've got to iron, they got to make sure they're all clean and fresh. And then they have some other like extracurriculars that they want to do to say goodbye to the house. They want to climb the rock wall one last time. They want to walk around, do like a little house tour. I think they were talking about having a food fight again. I feel like that's got to be spontaneous, though. It's kind of lame if you're just like, food fight. They want to play some foosball, and they're going to play Jenga. So that's a lot more activity than we've seen the last few days. So I hope you guys all enjoy the last bit of feeds. We'll be back again tomorrow for the last spoiler. Let me know what you think in the comments, and until tomorrow, much love.